In this video, you're going to learn the basics of distributed teamwork, what is synchronous versus asynchronous communication, the benefits of asynchronous communication, how to determine what type of communication you need, and the 3 categories of collaboration touchpoints.
Over the past decade, distributed teamwork has been growing in popularity. Global companies have actually been playing with distributed work for years, but it wasn't until COVID-19 happened when the rest of us kind of had to be forced into that world as well. The biggest challenge we found when actually doing distributed work is the way we used to collaborate is not the same way we collaborate now. Companies like Atlassian, as well as many others, have actually come up with what we call our distributed first teamwork model. Basically what this means is that for us as employees, we can work when we want, where we want. That might be in the office, that might be at your home, or it might be somewhere in between, but we want to give you the opportunity to determine where you can get your best work done. Now, we've seen value in this because we're able to hire the right talent from the right places. We're able to allow people that autonomy to feel like they can kind of control their lives and what they do. And honestly, it's simply unlocked new ways for us to collaborate too, new tools and techniques. And so as part of this course, we actually want to talk with you about new techniques that you can apply to your work lives to help you be a little bit more collaborative in a distributed world. We're going to share with you the ideas of asynchronous communication and how, when applied properly, can actually unlock your ability to collaborate in new and creative ways. Before we get too far down the road here, let's actually start with some definitions and let's define what sync versus async communication is. Sync communication takes place in real time. It's that live exchange of information when one person shares information with others, and it's happening through things like maybe a meeting, a video conference, or through things like a phone call. When you do a synchronous communication event, it usually requires multiple people communicating together all at the same time. Now, async, on the other hand, doesn't take place in real time. This is where someone has some information they want to share and they put it out into the world and they allow others to react, respond, comment on their own time. It doesn't require that real-time interaction. Examples of async communication include things like messaging tools, think Slack or Microsoft Teams, recording video messages and sharing them with your teammates, or maybe Confluence pages or Google Docs. Anything where we can put some information out there and there's not an expectation that it's responded to in real time right away. So why use async communication anyway? What's the benefits? Async communication at the levels we see today are brand new. And to be honest, it can feel a little scary. It feels like we've lost some control over the work that's around us, or have lost the ability to gain valuable insights into what's going on. The thing is when asynchronous work is done well, you actually get better clarity into the work going on and get more insights. All of a sudden, you start seeing some immense business benefits that come out of it, as well as team and cultural benefits. Some of the business benefits include things like saving time and money. It'll help boost efficiency and transparency within and across our teams. It allows for work to happen, not just in an 8-hour chunk, but throughout the day. Allows us to what we call follow the sun. Some of the cultural benefits include things like helping build more team rapport, especially when async is done right. It helps enable your people to feel like they can focus more on getting work done and not being slammed by meetings and messages all day long. And it demonstrates an organization's commitment to employee well-being. How do I determine if I need a sync or async collaboration? Now remember, every organization is going to be a little different, so these are just some general ideas to consider. Sync communication is typically better for things like manager one-on-one times, rapid collaboration sessions where you need to do something quickly, and what we like to call Atlassian intentional togetherness. This is that ability to build bonds with your teammates. Not everything can be done in an asynchronous ways. Relationships really struggle to be built in an asynchronous model, so you've got to put that intentional time together. Async communication, on the other hand, is good for things like providing and consuming status updates, reviewing and providing feedback on work, as well as things like project ideation. What's really neat is that coming out of this course, you'll learn tools and techniques that you can use in an async world and learn how to apply those to sync meetings to make them better. When you look at the collaboration touchpoints you have out there, whether it be meetings or other interaction times, there are really 3 categories we can group them into. improving, eliminating, and transforming. Improving is all about making meetings that we currently have today better. Eliminating is all about removing the unnecessary meetings, those things that really could have been an email or a Slack message. And transforming, which is all about taking that meeting or touch point and turning it into something new, something more valuable. It may still be a meeting, but it may be a meeting with some async collaboration techniques involved, something different that can actually reap better value in the end.